Hello, good morning, Entertainment Daily lovers. Let's dive right into this conversation that we were having yesterday. Now, remember the last live stream we did yesterday, we were talking about how we would update what is going on. VDM was still talking, and also King Michi also was actually talking. So we were waiting to see where this was actually going. And I could tell you that late night, it took a very dark turn, I would say. Okay, I saw it, but I'm like, let me just wait till morning to report this because it was very late my time when I saw that video. First was the one that King Michi did, I saw, and then I saw the one that VDM also did to mock the situation. But let me quickly check our sound, and then we will get right into the conversation. Let me check the sound. Give me a second. And then we will get right into the conversation. Okay, so the back and forth was actually going on between King Michi. VDM was responding to what he wants to respond to. Then we saw the video where Michi did where she was addressing the king. That's the Oni of Ife, where she had said, King, I didn't know you're that big and this and that. And I was like, which kind of apology? Because so many other videos was now going on. The next thing we saw was a video of King Michi on live stream, on TikTok, on Instagram or whatnot, but she was holding hypo on her hand. And for the benefit of those that do not know what hypo is, because I think hypo, that's the brand name, but hypo is bleach. It could be any other name, but it's bleach, and you know how dangerous bleach can be. So she was holding I think about two sachets of this substance, and somebody was actually sitting right there with her in the room. I don't know if the person thought she wanted to advertise for that brand or something, but someone that is being here and there will apologize 1 minute, then start screaming, start insulting, again going with back and forth and everything, was on a live stream crying and holding that kind of substance. I would say if you were in that room, you were in that area, the first thing you do is take that away from the person and tell the person not to even think about it, okay? And maybe call the person's family members, because most definitely that that person is trying to commit, the to unalive themselves, to take their life. You can say all of those words here on YouTube. If you're just coming in, you're welcome. Please like the live stream. Now, the next thing we saw was she putting that sachet in her mouth and, biting it and drank it. After she drank the first one, I think she was going for the second one, and the person now jumped in and was trying to struggle and hustle the substance out, but she had already ingested the substance because the pack was open. Well, another thing is people can actually package something else and write something else on the pack, but I'm telling you what we saw. Okay, that's what we actually saw. Now, after she ingesting that, they were struggling, and then that was that. Okay, now going over to VDM side, VDM also set his camera and took the same thing, okay, and acted like he was drinking it, and then fell down and was pretending, and then the Coco P and somebody else from his team came and they carried him out and people were laughing. So these are the two videos that were on yesterday. Nobody reacted to this thing as if it was anything serious, because one, people didn't believe that Michi would do something like that, because if you check the last things that she posted, she was also, not backing down from what she had said. She's not backing down from the fight with VDM. So I don't think people expected her to go from somebody that was so strong, saying you cannot bully me, to silence and blah, 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 blah. And talking about her mom will see to the job that she's doing, when somebody had from VDM's team had gone to the place, to the school, to find out that she didn't complete the job. So while all of this was happening, they said they had rushed her to the hospital, and then official statement was actually released. Now, hold on, let's go over to IG. Let me see that was that if is saying here. So people are reacting, but the reactions are not what you know.
King Mitchy's alleged.
Okay, so now when you look at Instagram, you will see that her team actually released an official statement. But even with that, people still don't believe that it is true. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can find the uh statement. So okay, here the one I see here is the one that the hospital, Prime Care Hospital, that's the name of the hospital, has actually alleged that she was not brought to their hospital. And this is what it says. It says, disclaimer, Michi was never admitted. It said Michi was never admitted in our hospital. She was never a patient and didn't pass on in our hospital. We are going to take legal action immediately. So who is now telling the truth? Who is not telling the truth? Somebody showed their phone where they called the Prime Hospital to ask. Another TikToker actually went there in the night, okay, to actually ask. Another TikToker went to the hospital and last night, and they said she was not at that hospital. So we don't understand the statement that the what is it called? King Mitch's team dropped the official statement. Well, let me see. I'm trying to find that. Let me see. Let me see if Tunde also posted the official statement from her team. And also something else we're noticing is the fact that they are saying that Sheyi Tinubu has also unfollowed her. Okay, that Sheyi Tinubu has unfollowed King Michi. So this is weird. This is really weird. Juliet Gabriel, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning. Some people are saying that people are not being sensitive about this whole thing and all of that, but a lot of people don't believe it yet. And I think that's the thing. So Sheyi Tinubu, it shows here, posted on Tunde Ednot's page that Sheyi Tinubu has unfollowed King Michi. You see how then go push you enter one chance, and then now you go carry your head go carry wahala. So here is what her team, that's King Michi's team, posted. Okay, that was few hours after she drank that bleach, the hypo, on live stream. I think it was on TikTok live. So this is what it says, and it's on her page. I don't understand. They say person pass on, people are giving 12.6K likes. Are you people serious? Okay, so it says, King Michi say, we are deeply heartbroken to share that our beloved Michelle has passed on. Despite all effort from the medical team here in Abuja, we are told her condition was critical and uh, sadly, she could not be revived. This is an incredible, painful moment for us. Michi was more than a talent. She was family, full of life, light, and dreams. We ask your prayers, love, and understanding during this difficult time. Please respect the privacy of her family and loved ones as we try to process this loss. Further information will be shared when appropriate. Rest in peace, Michelle. You will never be forgotten. If you know Prime Hospital in Abuja, help us beg them to do something to save her. Her mother has fainted in Lagos already and has been taken to a hospital also. Management. I don't know why management they talk about her mama. You are her manager. Why are you talking about her mother fainting and her mother not fainting? But anyway, so this is where you could see that her manager did mention the Prime Hospital. I already mentioned earlier that the Prime Hospital already said they are going to be taking legal actions. So far, we know that 2 people. But another thing is, I don't think hospital really owe you to tell you who is their patient, who is admitted or who is not admitted. The only way you can get such information is if you go through the right channel. Okay, if it's lawful, if it's like the police or something like that that they want to find out, and they would know, and the hospital will respond. So if Michi was admitted there and the hospital decide not to disclose that to just total strangers coming to the hospital, we will also understand. But I feel like the hospital too was very fast to jump in. And if this is a prank, then it is a very silly prank. It is not cool. You cannot take something as dangerous as that substance, to drink it on a live stream where a lot of people, thousands of people are watching you, and then the next thing your manager is coming out to announce that you have passed on, if that is not the truth. So the internet is actually divided at this point. Nobody's really writing RIP. People are still making jokes. Even VDM, but they posted something that he has also passed on, because he also did that joke mocking the action that Michi did, where he faked like he was also drinking the same substance. You understand? So I think people want to really know if this is true or not. But some persons that believe it, they're already blaming VDM and stating that VDM should pray that Michi uh, has not actually passed, because if Michi has, that he will be in trouble. I don't think so, because it was Michi that actually came out and said things about him. I will take down your page. It will be your downfall if you ever come for me, this and that. So all of this will be able to prove, even if they are taking him to court. He was not the one bullying. She started the drama. And some people are not people that will be quiet. So these persons would respond back. So VDM, I think, fall under that category of people that if you poke them, they will not be silent. They would come back for you. So he responded, and he did not encourage her. First of all, she is not the first person that they said, oh, lollipop kind of talk. If it's lollipop talk, they said between she and Shei is still there, right? Shei is still living his life. Like, Shei didn't even drop even one statement, didn't even pay attention. So why would you that looked for trouble, why are you now the one going to make this kind of move? This is not a good move. Did she think about her parents? Did she think about her siblings? Did she think about people that care about her before picking up that dangerous substance and shoving that down her throat? It doesn't make sense. And that the person that was in the room, there's no way that person didn't know that there were things like that, and she was holding it, because that person was not far from where she was seated. And if you notice, most of her videos, it seemed like that particular young lady is always around where Michi is doing videos, because sometimes she would talk and she would turn and say something to somebody in the room with her. So you know that there's somebody that is always with Michi. So you saw her holding that, and you know that she does not have any promo to do at this time. She's doing saga back and forth with VDM and the Rattles and her own people and things like that. Why would you not think that that thing she was holding, out of everything that she would do promo for, would it be that? You should have taken it away from her on time. So people are really not believing this story, because here we're seeing the one for VDM too, where it says breaking news, VDM is dead, RIP. So you understand, people are just making a joke out of the whole thing. But this official statement that was also released by the hospital is now making people to wonder, did this actually happen, or did this not? That's the thing. So we're just looking at it. That's why I didn't want to say anything, because I wanted to see from them rushing her to the hospital how the whole thing is going to go. That's what we wanted to know. So until the family, here I'm seeing from this thing, another blog here that says breaking news: popular activist very dark man just posted on his Instagram to announce that him too has passed away. So this whole drama continues. A lot of people are reacting to the video of Michi. Okay, so that's where we are at this point. But I feel like this is a way that they want to use to end the whole thing. Okay, so this is I feel like this is a way that they want to use to kind of bring this whole thing to come to an end. But I think it is actually the wrong move. You understand? I think it is the wrong move. Also, the Oni situation, official statement from the Oni of Ife saying that he was not the one, the message is not real. Michi was still saying the message is real. So a lot is really going on, okay? This, she was not our patient in the hospital. It is deep because if you're saying after she drank that, that's the hospital that she was rushed to, and the hospital is saying she's not a patient there. Let's see how this plays out. We will give few more hours to see how this unravels. But if you go on social media, this is actually the first time that we will hear that somebody did something like this, and we're not seeing anybody sympathizing. Okay. Okay, so they're even saying here on Insta blog, it says influencer Pella fumes at King Mitch's for ending it all on TikTok instead of IG. So Pella does not want anything to affect the his coin. And this is not a good move at all. If you look at it, it is not a good move. So let me see. Okay, so this is what Pella thing for TikTok again. If they ban TikTok for Niger, she will see Shege Aje IG live dey there. Do have for where you start. Belena TikTok you they come by yourself. So this person is really pissed off, okay? Pella is really pissed off at what is going on, but so far, this is what we know. I'm still looking at Instagram. I'm still looking, and even the Jojo of Lele posted something saying that King Mitch's ghost is still is is threatening her. So this is not even a joke, and people should not joke with something like this. This is not cool. People are carrying this substance is actually not nice at all. This is not a joke. And things like this should not be allowed. Remember, the Senate is actually thinking of how they're going to regulate things. There's a way people will go about this whole thing, and it will affect a lot of people. There are lots of people that are making their earnings, okay, from social media. So going online on any of these apps to go and take a poisonous substance to try to unalive yourself, it's not cool. It's not a nice thing to do. And now you're pulling that hospital. I don't want to say much about the hospital, but I find it very strange that you will rush somebody that just drank poisonous substance to a hospital and people did not see and nobody knows, because there's no quiet and calm and cool type of, do you understand? Because the adrenaline and everything, time. So people are screaming, please help. People that are crying. So there is no way they would know, even if you don't know the name of the patient, you don't know the person, you know that there was a patient that was brought in at a critical condition, and when asked, you will know that, or several, even if it's more than one, for example, you say, oh, okay, yes, we have, but we don't know. Okay, we don't know who these people are. But yeah, let's just wait, and let's wait and see if this was actually orchestrated by the team of King Michi. And this is a very silly move, okay, because she could have just apologized, taken back her words, and they would drag her for a little bit, few more days, and this whole thing will die down. Something else will come up, and everybody will just shift their focus and their aim to that, instead of focusing on this right now. So let me know what you think. People are feeling like people are insensitive. It just doesn't make sense. The shift, okay, when people are going to do something like this, you will sense it, okay, the breaking down and things like that. They start slowly, but she was really, her mouth was sharp. She was running her mouth, so I don't get it. That night somebody decided to, take themselves to the hospital. So I feel like it was few hours when she said it was alleged that she was admitted in that hospital. Kimichi was, people were there. They said she's not there. Somebody else again now had called this morning. They said she was not in the hospital. Hospital has released official statement saying we will sue because such person was not our patient in this hospital. Neither did that person pass on in this hospital. So what is it? Do not toy with people's emotion. There are people that truly likes her on social media. There are people that really see that this is a mistake, or she just something happened. Like all throughout my live streams, I was saying that maybe she was overhyped after she renovated that school in 5 days, that they found out she didn't even finish the work. But let's just call it renovating school in 5, 6 days. People were praising her, and that hype got into King Michi's head, and King Michi felt like, oh, let me just go and jab a very dark man. I don't care, nothing will happen. People go support me. After all, I don't renovate school for 5 days. But it went wrong. Okay, it was a mistake. Take back your words, do your thing, move. People they quarrel, people they quarter, you know, all day online. It's not something that should result to this type of action where you and your team will sit down and think that you should drink or fake drinking a dangerous substance, or drink a dangerous substance, and then the next few hours you're posting the person has passed on. What kind of thing is that? Because even if you say, oh, her family is in on it, that's her mother, her father, brothers and sisters, okay, that median family. What about her cousins? What about her uncles? What about people from her village? Hearing this type of news on the internet, how do you think they are going to feel about it? How? There are people that this is going to hit in a very bad way. And if it's not true, it is horrible. It is horrible. You cannot just come out and deceive people online just like that. You cannot. So most people are not even taking the thing serious. Do you get? TCP Card Limited, you're welcome. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Good morning from USA. You are doing good job. Thank you so much, TCP Card Limited. Good morning. Yeah, we're following the story, so I'll try my best to update so everyone can catch up on what is going on. I feel like the jump was just too massive, from us talking about she apologizing that yesterday. What was it, around 8, 9 o'clock yesterday? That the next thing I was seeing was she on a live stream after a few hours. I just didn't want to hop back in because it was already past midnight my time. So I didn't want to hop right back in to do that live stream. So I said I would just wake up this morning and start this live. But the jump was just too much, going from nobody will bully me, insulting people, calling people fools, to drinking that kind of substance on a live. It doesn't make any form of sense. And the fact that the manager was so quick to just jump online and release that official statement, and that is where we are at this point. Okay, hospital is saying she's not there. The other lady that was her friend before is also saying that the ghost, because she's saying the ghost because it was after the manager of King Michi had already announced that Michi had passed in that hospital. That was when this other lady that was her friend, that the Jojo of Lele, posted a screenshot of where somebody is saying, don't even try me, let me not come for you. So who is sending that threatening message? Because it seemed like she would have recognized it. Remember, they were friends or acquaintance or something. They worked together for a while. So of course she would know the handles that her friend or acquaintance had or has. So she said it's the ghost. If they say somebody has passed on, like, who got the password into her phone to now start emailing and threatening? And is that the mood you're supposed to be in if somebody that you're working with to just took their life in a very horrific way, as we saw on that live stream? The next thing you're doing, is it to continue from where she stopped to start attacking people that didn't do you anything? It doesn't add up. I think this is just the way that they want to make her to back down and allow the VDM will leave it alone, because the VDM is talking and she's not responding. Who is VDM talking to? VDM is VDM talking to himself, you understand? But it is a wrong move. This is my own thought. It is a wrong move. Did she really drink that substance? We saw her drinking something. But these days, you can go to a factory where they make something, they can put water inside and seal it. It's even easy. They have this oh, they have easy stuff that you can actually purchase and use to seal things, the way they seal the pure waters and things like that. You can easily seal a sachet. That's not even difficult. Even at home, some people know how to do this DIY to seal a pack. So did she print that name hypo in front, or hypo for the benefit of those that are not Nigerian? Hypo is bleach, so did she print that brand name, or was or was it something else inside? And if she did drink that substance, like it just is not adding up. It is not adding up. They were too quick to run to social media to write that she has passed. When did you people drive from where she was to the hospital? When did they start to resuscitate her and to try to give her things? Or did the hospital, there's no way the hospital will not attend to her, because you have the video, because she did that on a live. So you have the video to prove what she drank. So the hospital knows immediately, the doctors know immediately what to give her to counter what is in her system. Okay. We've also seen somebody else that did that. I think was it this month of February or so, or last month, that also drank something. One survived. I think the other one didn't. I think it was the young man. That the young man's own was even a few days ago. I don't know who remembered where they said the young man and his girlfriend, they broke up, and he opened this the same thing, hypo, and was drinking it. And they were crying. He was in the car. People, they were hitting him, trying to pour water on him and do things like that. And people were screaming, take him to the hospital and things like that. So we don't know if that one survived, but the one before that one actually survived. Did drink something, but did survive, because they were able to quickly give oil, give coconut water and things like that. I think that maybe they took the person to the hospital again. So it just doesn't add up. From the time where she did that on the live stream to when her manager or her team released that official statement on her page saying she has passed on. And when you look at how that thing was written, who they write like that when person by? Like who write like the message was so empty, it was so anyhow. You first on the first second paragraph is saying she has passed on, then the last part of the story, she's the manager or whoever it is actually telling the general public to plead with the hospital to do something. What else can be done if you are already announcing that the person has passed? They said there is nothing they can do. They can no longer resuscitate or do this or do that. People should please tell the hospital to do something. So what, you left her in the hospital there? She was not already, she was not pronounced dead, and you were announcing on social media that she's dead. And if she's dead, why are you telling us to tell the hospital to do something? What else can the hospital do? The hospital is not Jesus Christ to raise somebody from the dead now. So the story is really not adding up, and I think that's why people are not paying so much attention to it, and people feel like, oh, people are being wicked and all of that. But this is not right. This is not right, because it's almost like she's going to be encouraging people to make this move, okay? And it's not good. All right, let me see what's going on here. Again, there's just so much post about this online, so I'm just going through the post on Instagram to see. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, this they're talking about Abu Abel or something. Mm. Okay, so the people are still posting about the situation, and others are also posting about the she and the this thing. Well, I know they finish. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, okay. I'm still just looking at what is going on here, and mm, nobody. I'm just even on the blogs, the way people are writing about it. Nobody really believes this has happened. Okay, just few blogs are saying Michelle. Sadly, Michelle has passed on, confirmed by the manager. Who won't trust wetin that kind manager they write? Manager where they write up here said, we deeply, with this is what her manager wrote. We are deeply heartbroken to share that our beloved Michelle has passed on. If I go to the last slide, she said, if you know Prime Hospital in Abuja, help us beg them to do something to save her. Her mother has also fainted in Lagos already and has been taken to the hospital. Tell me, does this make sense to you? Just listen to this person is coming out after something like this, that is, because when you're not expecting something, it is a huge shock and everything. So this is what her manager wrote. I'm believing after she passed on, this person took Michelle's phone, King Mitch's phone, and she's writing this. I don't even want to be saying that passed on word because I don't believe she has. Okay, I think either she's in a if she did drink that poisonous substance, she's either in a critical condition or she's very fine where she is and she drank something else just to get people to start talking about something else. Because of course, this is what is being talked about now. Is she alive? Did she really unalive herself? The whole thing has, changed. So if we read the official statement from the manager, you will see how this does not make sense. And I'll read it one more time before we go, because I want to keep the live stream short. And as things continue to unfold, we will come back and cover what I'll come back to update you people what's going on. So here it says, this is how the manager started it, but this is posted on King Mitch's official page. It says, we are deeply heartbroken to share that our beloved Michelle has passed on, because the Michelle, despite all effort from the medical team here in Abuja, we were told her condition was critical and sadly she could not be revived. The doctor said it's 50-50 because we came late. Her chances of surviving is little and the doctors had stopped responding to us. There is no way somebody will be in critical condition. And it's not Michi that was promising to give people 1 million naira, this one and that one. So money is not the problem, right? That will say, they did not pay money, so they stopped, administering whatever help or drugs they could lie. So money was not the problem. So why would the doctors stop? You see what I'm saying, that this official statement don't make sense. But let's continue. Said the doctor said it's 50-50 because we came late. Her chances of, and what made you people to arrive there late? She did this in the night. So traffic will be down, right? So driving from wherever you people are, you're supposed to go to the nearest hospital. They will do what they can. And if they can't, that's when she will now be moved to another hospital. You're not going to go from here to go from Abuja to Lagos. No, you're going to go to the next the hospital that is in the area where she lives. So what made you to arrive in the hospital late? You people have cars, right? The Michi has cars. I believe the manager too should have a car. So let's proceed. She said the doctor said we came late. Her chances of surviving is little and the doctors had stopped responding to us. There is no way any doctor will stop responding to an emergency. This is an incredible sorry, this is an yeah, I'm reading how they wrote it. This is an incredibly painful moment for us. Michi was more than a talent. She was family, full of life, light, and dreams. We ask for your prayers, love, and understanding during this difficult time. Please also respect the privacy of her family and loved ones as we try to process this loss. Further information will be shared when appropriate. Rest in peace, Michi. Oh, that's Michelle. You will never be forgotten. That's what the person wrote. Then to round this up, the person said, if you know Prime Hospital in Abuja, help us beg them to do something to save her. Her mother has fainted in Lagos already and has been taken to the hospital also. Management. What are they supposed to do when you already, you started this by saying it is deeply heartbroken that somebody has passed. Rounding it up, you're saying they should beg the hospital to do something and that her mother has also fainted in why are you announcing about her mother? She's the one on social media, not her mother. Why are you announcing her mother's situation on social media too? I don't understand. But anyway, we will wait and see if a proper information would actually come out for us to know if it's true. Okay, so another post we see on the King Mitch's official Instagram page, it says, "This is not a joke. Michelle is dead. Come to Prime Care Hospital Abuja to see her corpse since you all bullied her to death." And somebody commented and said, "Abeg, make una stop, please." And then the King Mitch's page responded again and said, "She is gone already." So her page, her manager continues to write with her official page and is telling people that it's not a joke, that they should come. And the person is still calling that the same hospital. So right now, we do not know, okay? We do not know. Is it really true or not? The hospital said she's not there. The manager is saying people should go to the hospital right now so they can see for themselves that she is truly no longer here. But we're going to wait some hours, and I believe the truth will be. I'm still just going through Instagram, but it's just the same things I'm seeing. So we're going to wait. We know that some people would most definitely go to, the hospital. Okay, so we shall see. We shall see, see. Okay. Okay, so it's just all the same. All right, so I'll see you all later. Let me just end this one right now, and we are going to see what's actually going on right now. But we know that it's been said that her friend, the president's son, has actually unfollowed her. That's been shown. So all of this in few hours, I believe the truth will come out. See you all later. Bye for now.